I've handled a number of crazy cases, high-profile cases, video footage cases, many of them. But one of the craziest cases I've seen is the video showing a family court judge in Raleigh County, West Virginia, searching the home of a federal law enforcement officer, now my client, Matt Gibson.
People reach out to us about a viral video posted by a local attorney. It shows a Raleigh County family court judge showing up to a home to do a hearing and a search and seizure for a contempt case without a warrant. Now the legality of it is being questioned, and Newswatch reporter Anna Saunders joins us live.
Shortly after I originally uploaded it, the news wanted to interview us, so we went on the news and we showed the television news where this happened at my client's house. Since then, hundreds of people probably have called me with their own stories of what had happened to them in family court, including in this very family court as well.
Judge Louise Goldston was presiding over a case involving Matt Gibson and his ex-wife. She filed a contempt after the divorce was finalized to get more of the items they agreed upon, like DVDs and pictures. When Gibson stated in the courtroom that he wasn't sure if he had them or wasn't sure where they were, the judge decided to take the hearing to his home and began searching through it with Raleigh County deputies. Gibson, a federal agent himself, felt it wasn't right and began filming. Take a look.
Basically, a year and a half earlier, the divorce had ended by an agreement. There was a list of physical personal property that had to be divided. So a year and a half later, the ex-wife says, I didn't get all these items, including several DVDs. Her lawyer files a motion to reopen the case and to hold my client in contempt. He wasn't my client at that time. And he shows up and says, I don't have these items, or whatever the case may be. And the judge basically says, well, I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to see for myself if these items are in your house. And that's what she did.
Search warrant. I need a list of everything that we're looking for.
You've got a list of everything that's worked for. It's attached
Not today.
to the order.
Not today. I don't know where some of it's at.
Well, we're going to find
you got
it. Your motion's denied. It's not timely filed.
I need a search warrant. You won't get in my house without a search warrant.
Oh, yeah, I will.
She left the courthouse, apparently, and about 10, 15 minutes later, she shows up with law enforcement, and she says he's going to search his house. He verbally asks her to recuse himself, which was a good move, and she denies it, stating that it's not a timely motion. And he says, well, you're not getting in my house without a warrant. And she says, oh, yes, I am. He's threatened with arrest. They make him turn his cell phone off so that he can't continue to record. And the judge and the deputy go in his house and they search it.
They seized the photos off the wall. They searched his closet. They came through here to the kitchen. They searched the cabinets in here.
His phone was taken outside as he was caught recording, but he submitted the video and audio to local attorney John Bryan, who then put it up on YouTube. He said he handles lots of illegal search and seizure cases, but never one like this.
I don't know if I've ever really heard that my house was illegally searched by a judge. And the reason for that is because that's not what judges do. Judges do not search houses. Judges do not search anything.
He says he has not been able to find other cases like this in his research, but he believes it is in strong violation of the Fourth Amendment.
The information I have as of right now is that there was no warrant, and I don't see there wasn't consent. You can see that from the video, and I'm unaware of any information as to any exigency. If we allow the integrity of the judicial system to be bent in any way, I mean, it is just a ripple effect. It's a slippery slope. And the courts are nothing without their legitimacy.
Hey guys, I need you off my property, please. Hey, you ain't allowed on my property.
When I first went on the TV news, just days really after this had happened, I had expressed my opinion that it is of the utmost importance to maintain the integrity of the judicial system, because legitimacy is the currency of the courts. Courts don't have their own armies to enforce their orders. They rely on the people to respect their orders. And without integrity, you have no respect. And I think that's probably the reason that you see some of these judicial investigation folks jump on these things so quickly. And it was this very same county that a magistrate judge was removed from office for misconduct that really it wasn't as outrageous as what you see here in this video, but it wasn't altogether that dissimilar. Within just a day or two of uploading that YouTube video, it's my understanding that the state started an internal investigation into what had happened here. And it's a special unit of folks that investigate judges in this state and in most states. And from what I understand, that investigation sort of got bigger and bigger as many people had said who were involved in this system that wasn't the first time that it had happened. And I've had dozens of calls from people who were in similar sorts of situations or felt, bullied or threatened, during this process. The family courts really can be worse than the criminal courts when it comes to due process violations or ex parte communications. So I think this will be an important case. We're going to wait for the state authorities to announce their findings and what action they're going to take in response to this situation. And then my client and myself will be announcing what action we're going to take, which naturally needs to wait until after the state has had the opportunity to do what they're going to do. So stay tuned, and there will be a third video on the family court judge who searched the law enforcement officer's house.